Andree. Gotta jump on. Have you seen some run? Just been told by some awful person.
Yeah.
Alright, I'd say you're actually a little bit the opposite to Mary in that you know where the ground is and you're happy to throw some energy into it. And we can just see there, you've got a little bit of a sort of bound happening.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to fast forward us through to the back section. We just see the difference between the two landings. Your foot is relaxed coming through and almost flat as it hits the ground. Okay. Can you see the difference there? As it sort of lands flat rather than with the toes pointed up, going fearing the ground. So I'd go as far to say that you don't fear the ground, but that's not to say that we can't clean you up a little bit. Alright, so again, first off, the arms, they're quite low. Alright, they're coming back down past the hip.
Yeah.
I want you to think that in future, your hip is boiling water. You don't want to dip your hand in the boiling water when you run. Okay, so let's keep them up. Again, we will discuss arm carriage later. But yeah, the lower they go, the longer it's going to take for you to get back through to the next one, which is going to slow your cadence down. And I think your cadence, it's sort of like you're bounding a little bit when you're running.
Yeah.
We want to just be able to just almost turn the volume down a little bit on the energy into the ground and bottle that energy up and go, I'm going to save this energy. I know I can hit the ground hard if I want to, but I'm just going to choose to clean up the shell of my running first, and then I can start to apply more force when it's a little bit neater. And just we see again here, I think it's probably where the arms sort of come in and just gives it the feel like it is a bit stop-start. Like stop, stop, stop. Alright.
I feel like I run on my toes, and I think that's what I feel like gives me sore calves a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I probably, in my mind now, I probably focus on hitting my whole foot down to not.
So yeah, I think what we see here is just as the camera's still here, get these two. You are landing out in front of the body. It's not too bad. I wouldn't say it's probably that first touch. Yeah, it's probably actually not too bad, but I think it is a little bit of an overstride, and we just see as you run, it's quite long out the front in terms of we're reaching out the front, but then we're not trying to reach as far out the back. Okay, so we're only sort of just getting to there, where there's almost still a little bit of a bend in the knee rather than really stretching out. Okay, so for you, it's a little bit like how patient can I be before I've touched on, and how aggressive can I be once I've touched on. So it's like throwing all the energy out behind you. Again, it's like one of those little razor scooters, and you scoot along, you push the ground backwards for you to go forwards. And yeah, the feeling is, it's like you're just waiting to apply that force. So you're relaxed right up until the point where you go, yep, I'm on, and you go.
And your back foot should be rolling off?
Not necessarily. You want to think about on the ground as just being one touch. Okay. So rather than have your whole footprint, the whole sole of your shoe go onto the ground, you just want to create a bit of a hot spot. Okay. And that for you, the danger is having me said that is you go, oh, a little hot spot, I'll just land on my toes and just push off. You're naturally a sort of toey runner, but that's okay. I'd just say maybe bring that hot spot back to around here, like where the cleats go on your bike shoes. Alright. But yeah, I'd say it's no surprise that that you are loading up the calves when you run, because of the energy that you're putting through there.
Yeah.
So I think if you're just a little bit more patient, all of a sudden we're not using only calves to run. We start to use the glutes, the hamstrings, and the posterior chain a little bit more, and also just the midsection here. Okay. We see how we've just got sitting back a little bit there. Okay. Really, we want that to stay pretty nice and tall through there. So the line of your hips doesn't sink when you run, and the angle from the front of your hips to your sternum here is always stretched out long. Okay. But yeah, I think that the asset for you is that you've got that natural energy. You've got the will to want to hit the ground. Just bottle it up a little bit, and then tidy up the arms. Your turnover will go up through the roof.
Like on that, running like Usain Bolt or something.
Yeah.
Like that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a background as a track runner?
Sprinter, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So
that's the difference between sprint running.
Eye socket, yeah.
Yeah. Right.